I'm Clark Kent, on my way from Metropolis to Acropolis to fight Darkseid because Doomsday is near. Welcome back to another episode of a home workout in the rain, inside, which is weird. But today's first portion is going to have two movements focusing on the core, lower back and abs, and also warming up the shoulders for the actual intense piece that we're going to do later today. Now, Sanna's going to be my demo girl for today here. She's already on the floor, on the belly. So if you guys want to tag along and play around with the movements while we demonstrate, feel free to also get off the couch or off the chair or off the whatever you're sitting on and go on the floor on your belly as well. Now what she's going to do here, she's going to have her arms reached forward, legs pinched back. She's going to either go, and I'm going to make her demo that first, either go in a full Superman, shaboom, or legs stay down, shaboom, which is scaling. Then she's going to try to bring her arms all the way back into above her butt and reach away. She's going to make a circle as big as possible while doing this, which is very tough on the shoulder and also warming up that lower back and glutes, firing those babies because she has to stay in that arched position. You can rest here, Sanna. Doing that for 5 reps with complete control is a very nice way of warming up. Now, second movement, my all-time favorite, but not for the people performing and demoing often, it's going to be the floor wipe. So she's going to be on the floor. Legs is going to be, first of all, let's extend the legs as close to the floor as possible. She's going to make a big rotation to the side, reach up, and come all the way around to the other side. And you're going to count very simply. So when you reach the right arm, every time you reach the right arm, you consider it 1 repetition. So it's a lot of movement. Can you scale it down for me, Sanna? So she's tucking the legs, but the knees are still away from the hip as far as possible. So the more of your body is away from the hip of the lower body, the harder it's going to be in the abs here. We showed you 2 movements. Lots of circles going around here, right? The Superman circle and the floor wipe, which you can consider half of a circle. The idea is to set a timer for 5 minutes to start doing with 5 circles with the arms in the Superman, followed by 5 floor wipes. Keep doing those rounds. Now this will probably be all about the floor wipes, but combining it as a Superman circle with the rest is a good way of getting completely warmed up for the rest of the session. Sanna's gonna tag along for a round with you guys. Let's start all together. Once I've pressed play, which is now, so in 10 seconds she's gonna start. Sanna's gonna scale this one down by keeping her legs on the floor. Feel free to lift them off the floor if you're comfortable doing so. Go. So big circle with the arms. Try to reach for your buttocks and then go all the way forward and make the circle as big as you possibly can. Keep your arms long as you can. Really nice way of warming up the upper back and the entire shoulder griddle. There we go. And every time you, for example, reach forward, you can count it as 1 repetition. So it's a slow-paced warm-up, fully focusing on control of the core while moving around, which is great. Now, on the back, she's going to go for the floor wipe. Arms are going to be spread out to the side. Legs are going to be away. Going to be as close to the floor as possible. Reach for a hand. Now, she actually started the first rep by being at the right hand. So we're going to count with her. This is going to be repetition number 1. So it's a very nice and slow movement. Very taxing, actually, on the abs because she's going to have that rotation component. She's fighting the urge to tilt over to the side. Here we go. She's going to keep going, hitting rep after rep, doing this nice and slow. I'm not going to expect her to do more than 3 rounds of this, which is all fine. Maybe skip the timer and just do 3 rounds for quality of these 2 movements. Good luck, and we see you guys back in a second for some nice mobility. Welcome back for the mobility portion of today's session. We're going to focus on the upper back, T-spine, and we're going to focus on the shoulders and get those things nice and mobile for the upper body dominant workout that we have later for you guys, right? You're going to set your interval timer at 12 intervals, 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We move from left to right for stretch 1, from left to right for stretch 2. That'll make 4 intervals, 3 loops of that. Let's get started all together. You guys start now. Go on the floor. Sanna's going to start before you. When you're on the floor, you're going to tuck in the knees. You're going to make sure you're entirely on the side, on the right side in this case, and you're going to reach over with the hand. And she's demoing so you guys can tag along here. And we're going to actually start the 40-second time frame in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to call this a lying T-spine rotation. And the idea is this. Your ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder on one side all stay on the floor while you try to reach over with the other arm. And when you reach, I want you to try to suck in your belly button and try to reach by really opening up the upper back. That's the thing that's most important here. So reach over, open up the upper back when you're doing this. Nice. You got 15 seconds left. It's a great way of getting that rotation component of the T-spine, the thoracic spine, the upper portion of the spine, getting it nice and mobile. And yes, we need that. So this is the beep, which means we switch to the other side. Sun is going to start right away. You guys have 15 seconds to just look at the screen and then tag along. Do exactly the same. Now it's the other shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle that's pressed into the floor. She's going to reach over, but she's going to try to suck in the belly. There's the beep. You guys start. She's going to try to suck in the belly when she's doing this. When you do not suck in the belly, you completely relax the abs, you're going to twist from the lower back more than from the upper back. And I need this today to focus on the upper back. T-spine rotations, baby. We got 20 seconds left. And then after that, we're going to focus on the other one. And the other one that we'll focus on is going to be the thread the needle, which will be our second movement for today. All right? So keep the rotations going. We got 10 more seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Sana has got 15 seconds to switch to the next one. She's going to go on the knees. She's going to press arms into the floor. One arm is going to reach forward. The other arm is going to go underneath. She's going to pull that arm away as far as she can, push it away, and then press the shoulder into the floor as much as possible. Thread the needle. Nice way, touching the shoulder. So if this feels very weird and you can't get a feeling in the shoulder, you need to try to press your body down onto the floor as much as possible while the arm underneath is reached away as much as possible. It really looks like you're trying to make that classic elephant stretch that sometimes people make when they're sitting on top of their knees, where you grab your nose and you push the other arm through your other arm. That's a weird way of explaining the elephant stretch, but you get the point. We got 10 more seconds to go before we switch to the other side of the thread the needle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. You can get out of the stretch for a second. Whoo, shake it up. Here we go. Yeah, that's a shake off. That's nice. Arms reach forward. Take the other arm. Slide it underneath over the floor. Wipe that floor with the hand. And start it in 3, 2, 1 right now. There we go. That is good. There's a very silent and passive needle here. I'm happy they call it thread the needle and not drop the needle. Or threaten the needle. Threaten with needles. We got 10 more seconds. All right, so we're concluding the first round of 3 rounds. So you guys just keep going. I do want you to do all of this, and when the workout is over, the entire day and session is over, you can repeat this as a cool down for the session. See you guys back in a second for the intense part of the day. Like I said, a full upper body pump sesh is going to be the intense portion of today's workout. Workout of today's portion or part of today's session. That's the question. Now, the first movement of 4 movements is going to be a band, band, over row, double band, baby. Let's go. Son is going to stand on top of the band. Both sides of the band, actually. Strong as fuck here. He's going to have slide knee bend, hinge from the hip. Shaboom. Pull the elbows up and back. And reach to the ceiling with those babies. That's good. Keep the elbows close to the body. Keep the chest up throughout all time. And really squeeze in the end position there. Don't go down fast, go down with control, which he's doing. That's very nice. If this is too hard for you, you can also stand on one side of the band to make it a tiny bit easier. And then it's easier to adjust the level of the band tension by grabbing it higher or lower. Same bend over row, different strength level. Now let's say you have an elbow injury. In that case, I want you to do band pull apart because the arms are straight there, palms facing down. Keep that band forward, and then you do what? You pull it apart. You just pull it apart. Here we go. Makes me think of pulled pork, which is nice. Pulled chicken, love that. Put it in a pizza, make me happy. Now, our second movement is going to be the band shoulder press, which we'll do from the front today. So we are going to make some sort of a front rack. Don't overdo the fingertip front rack here. That's not going to work out well. Keep the band really in the middle of the hand onto the wrist itself. From that position, elbows underneath the wrist. You're going to press overhead, lock out, shaboom. Just go straight up, keep your head in place, make it a nice band press. And again, right, you want to be in control. Don't touch and go on this one. Keep yourself a quick pause on the shoulder while going through. If this hurts because of the overhead position, but you can tax the shoulder, I want you to sub this for upright rows as an injury scaling option. So elbows lead the pulling motion, hands go towards the chin. As long as the elbows stay over the hands, I'm happy with the movement. Don't focus on the height of the band, focus on the height of the elbow. But this is injury scaling. Our third movement actually has a set of bottles. And with the bottle, we're going to hit more shoulder because we're going to hit the rear of the deltoid muscles by doing that rear delt raise, which I love so much. Sit back, reach, upper body parallel to the floor, and start that swinging motion to the outside. But I said swinging, and I don't mean swinging because I don't want you to swing the bottles. No, Sanne. I want you to stay in control and squeeze on the way up, and don't let the bottles come back in hitting each other. You're in control of the entire motion. That's what training with external objects is all about. Then you can place the bottles on the floor because you should be able to do this, and if it really hurts because of an injury, I don't know where it should hurt, then ditch the bottles and just do the movement with contraction of the shoulder blades coming together. Fourth movement, plank press up. Ow, ow, ow. What a shoulder burner that is, baby. Start on the elbows. Walk yourself up, hold for a second, come back down. Tatsa. 10 reps. And I don't care in which direction you go, find the rhythm that suits you, and then make sure you switch the rhythm halfway in to make sure you don't overdo it on one side. There actually is a scaling option for this movement that we came up with, and that's the one for scaling the level of the movement down. If this is too tough for you, because everything should be done unbroken in this little workout, you're going to go for just pulling the elbows out the floor. Sanne, can you show it to the people at home how to do that? One elbow off, two elbows off, and you then just do this instead of going into that entire plank. Hi, you guys ready to work out? I am. It is a 12-minute AMRAP. 15 band over rows, 15 band shoulder presses, 15 bottle rear delt raise, and then 10 reps of the plank press up. Son is ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. 10 seconds. 5, 4, yeah, she's born ready. Let's go. Putting those elbows up, nice and high, but keeping close to the body as possible. Where's my cigarette? All 15 reps done. You grab the band in front of the front rack, press it overhead. Make sure you keep the elbows right underneath the wrist. Squeeze your belly to avoid arching the lower back and keep a safe and healthy spine. Upon completion of 15 reps of the shoulder press, it's time to hit the rear delts with the bottle rear delt raise. Yeah. Let's have a look at those 15 reps. And Sanne is slowly starting to feel the burn. She's about a minute in now. And this is not a speed workout. This is more or less a pump workout. So you want to release your inner bodybuilder, the inner quarantine living bodybuilder. 15 reps of that. And you can see that face that she's experiencing the burn big time, big time. And now she's going to do plank press up. And in all honesty, I do think this is the hardest movement of all. Because this is a crazy burn in the shoulder. Also secretly taxing the tricep muscles while going through these. That is great. And like I said, this is not for speed, ladies and gentlemen. This is for pump. This is for quality. You guys need to keep going for another, what is it, like 10 minutes. I'm going to find my cigarette. See you guys back tomorrow.